here in Bankhead National Forest. I decided to do something a little bit different today. I am scouting for some Milky Way compositions, some night sky compositions, but I also just wanted to shoot a waterfall, just to change it up, do something different. So I'm here at Salgahogdie Falls, and I'm about to hike in. There's a few people here, but the reason why I'm here today is because there was a huge rain yesterday, so the falls should be really kicking. So hopefully it's going to be a good one. It's about a 2-hour drive from my house, so wasn't too bad. Probably stay here maybe, I don't know, just whenever I feel like leaving. The falls, it's about a 30-40 minute hike in, I think I remember. So temperature's great, feels great out here. Rain's gone, still a little overcast, but yeah, here we go. We're gonna hike in. Yeah, this is a really cool trail. Looks straight out of the Pacific Northwest here in central Alabama. It's very strange, and just goes to show you Alabama is a pretty cool and dynamic state, beautiful state. It's called Alabama the Beautiful. Big boulder here, about the size of a small apartment. Probably about halfway there now. All right, we made it here. This may be a couple mile hike in, a little bit longer than I remember, but amazing. Yeah, when I first rounded the bend, I was like, wow, I've been here before, but they are raging today, and in general, the falls seem way bigger than I remember. Last time I came here was in 2022, so it's been a few years, and it was literally like maybe a month after I had gotten my camera. It was like one of the first places I came with my Sony a7 III to start doing photography. So this is amazing. I need to do this more often. Chase some waterfalls here, man. This is great. I don't know if you can hear any of this audio because of how loud the falls is. And the falls is not very muddy, which is awesome. It's a little bit, but not too bad. So here we are. I don't know if you can hear me because this waterfall is raging, but just going around getting some shots up here. Trying to stay kind of dry. Amazing waterfall. Definitely one of my favorite waterfalls in Alabama. So, had the place mostly to myself. Got a couple people here heading out. I was gonna go to a different one, but I might just stay here for a little while. This place is amazing. just kind of wanted to walk over here, stand by the waterfall where you can kind of get a sense of scale of just how big this thing is. Pretty massive. I think I've got all the shots that I want, so I'm gonna probably take a couple more down there on this side, and then I'm gonna head out and see if I can catch that other waterfall on the way out. But pretty waterfall, and not muddy, which is great. Gonna walk around here. Uh-oh, there we go. Yep, that was what I was afraid of. I'm gonna walk behind the waterfall. If I don't slip. Don't slip and fall. Now I'm behind the waterfall. Missed it all. You can see me maybe. Uh-oh. Very slick around here. Definitely need some good boots with good grip. All right, I'm heading out from Bankhead Falls. It's been great. Kind of got a little wet coming out, but wonderful falls here. Had the place to myself too, like 90% of the time. So great afternoon here. A couple miles hike out, and then I'm going to try to hit up Holmes Chapel Falls on the way out. I think it's a lot shorter of a hike, but good times. All right, I'm here at Holmes Chapel Falls. I'm up above it. I'm about to climb down to the bottom, but this was like maybe 100 yards from the little parking pull off. And I'm only like maybe a 10-minute drive from Bankhead Falls. Had a good hike out, but it's sprinkling a little bit now, starting to rain a little bit. And the sun is about to set in about 30 minutes, so I'm gonna try to hurry up and get on down there, but looks pretty, really pretty. All right. Down here at the bottom, it wasn't really very difficult to get down here, thankfully. There it is, Holmes Chapel Falls. Really pretty, easy hike. This would be a good one to bring the wife and the kids because it's just so close to the road. But I'm gonna do a few snaps. It's really tall. It's about as tall as Bankhead, but there's not a lot of room like back here, back behind it. There's a lot of trees. So I'm gonna get my 16mm out and use it. Let's see if I can get under this tree in front of it. Just raining so much. Let's see if I can get my ND filter on. I'm gonna walk down so you can see me next to the waterfall to get some scale and get my backpack. So I am about to pack it out. Not gonna stay quite as long here because it's about to be dark. But here I am, way down here. Can give you a little scale of how big this is. I don't know, probably 50 feet tall, 60 maybe. A little cold. A lot of really beautiful moss on the rocks over there. Have to come back to this place and explore this place a little bit better. All right, we're ready to pack it out now. All right, back at the truck. It's been a good day. Time to head home. Couple-hour drive and get something to eat. I'm hungry now after hiking. About 5 miles total. Probably the furthest hike I've been on in probably maybe this year. I don't think I've hiked 5 miles in one go in one day this year, so that was nice. Definitely a nice day to be hiking. Got a little rainy on me down there a little bit, but all in all, solid afternoon of photography, and looking forward to getting back to the house to maybe take a peek at some of these waterfall pictures and see if I can still take pictures of waterfalls. I didn't do any focus stacking. There was one tree where I might have could have done a little bit, but I just cranked it to F9 and kind of prayed and sprayed, essentially. Mainly because I was doing a HDR composite bracket shot, so I just didn't want to take the time to do the focus stack and the HDR stack all together. That'd be a nice setting to have, focus stack, where it does 3 on each plane, HDR composite focus stack together. There you go, Sony. Get it together. Anyway, heading home.